nigga.
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. As we head towards the playoffs, let's see where the Eastern Conference standings sit. You take a look at the Knicks. Now in second, they look to be in terrific shape moving forward.
Well, right now, for New York, they have to be proud of what they accomplished so far. But they also feel they've left some wins on the table and that their best basketball is yet to come.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Castle at the 2 with Vassell at the 3. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then there's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Champagnie at the power forward position. And for New York, OG Anunoby out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Bridges in at the 2-guard spot. There's nothing like the intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Grant.
Well, you know, B.A., for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
Anunoby can't get it to go. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. And this game, the first chance they've had to see New York.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
And Hart throws it down.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Pass to Champagnie. Castle outside. Shot clock at 6. For 3. Towns with a rebound. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Back to you, B.A.
Okay, thank you, Allie. For New York, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Brunson doesn't fear going in amongst the trees. Remarkable poise there inside.
Castle a screen on Towns. Towns against Wembanyama. Over Towns. And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 6. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and they're late to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
RJ, San Antonio's seen a surge in popularity. Spurs jerseys seem to be everywhere these days.
Yeah, they call that the Wemby effect. When a team has a generational talent like Victor, a lot of new fans come on board.
The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
And you gotta love Jalen Brunson's mix of physical and mental skills. He's not just fast and tenacious, he's also very intelligent about how he attacks you. What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Here's Barnes. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the Knicks. And this is a very difficult team to beat right now. 13 straight wins.
Yeah, not very often you see a team that's got the juice flowing like these guys. They've got the right attitude, the right team-focused basketball to win against just about anyone. Going to be interesting to see who and how this stretch comes to an end.
Count it. He has 6.
The teardrop from De'Aaron, a shot that perfectly suits his game.
Outside Brunson. Three-pointer, no good. San Antonio leading by 3. Here's Castle. Uneasy, 2 on the layup.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Towns, that's good.
One of the better three-point shooting bigs. Towns has great accuracy.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fox has got 8.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Towns for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
They really struggled to find their footing throughout the night. But towards the end, they got into a flow and almost won it.
You know when things aren't going your way, it's tough to stick it out. So I applaud them for hanging in there.
And some changes here for New York. Clarkson's checked in for Hart, and Alvarado's subbed in for Brunson. San Antonio also making some changes. Cornette comes in for Victor Wembanyama, and Keldon Johnson subbed in for Champagnie. Robinson, some solid defense from Cornette.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Here's Castle. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Knicks trail by 6. Alvarado, the pass to Towns. Pass to Bridges. Goes up from the top of the key. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
They're picking his spots. Bridges does a great job of letting the game come to him.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Johnson. Towns with a rebound. The Knicks have gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. For 3, Bridges. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. 5 points in the game.
Just so strong from deep. Bridges is great behind the arc.
Castle outside. Fires the 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's De'Aaron Fox making highlights for the San Antonio Spurs. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for San Antonio.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Castle and Johnson are on the wings. Luke Cornette out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Harper in at the point guard position. San Antonio leading. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
The Knicks making a switch here. Anunoby's checked in. Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And with a break in the action, here's a look at the shooting guards who have been putting on a passing clinic and chalking up the assists this year. Stephon Castle, number 1.
And he pretty much serves the role of a second point guard when he's out there on the floor. I mean, you can trust him to make good decisions with the ball when it's in his hands.
And because he can take over the reins at the point whenever they need him to, it gives them great flexibility on the offensive end.
Now here's Barnes. Cornette sets a screen. Lets the three fly. It's rebounded by New York.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Mikal Bridges is very comfortable with his mid-range and in-between game. He said when it comes to the basketball court, it's not just the rims and the threes. You have the rest of the court, too. Now, not everyone is effective with those middle distance shots, but Mikal always has been. Brian, back over to you.
He can knock him down. Thanks a lot, Allie. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. He's checked in for New York. Brunson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And a chance here to check out some stats for De'Aaron Fox.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
On the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Free throw, no good.
You love the frame and the length Castle brings to the guard position.
Towns driving, and it's powered home by Towns.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Harper passes to Vassell. And a miss there on the triple. New York trailing. Right side, Brunson. Check out Brunson going to work inside.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Pass to Harper. Now Castle. To the inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
A solid distributor. Good to see the rookie Castle finds his open teammates like this.
Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. Banked it in off the glass. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Put your hands together for your Knicks, City Dancer.
Spurs with some changes. Olenek's checked in for Cornette, and Fox is subbed in for Harper. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Left side Olenek. The basket's good off the assist from Fox. Olenek's got his first 2 points of the night.
With a multi-skilled guard like Fox, you love seeing him spread the ball around.
And Brunson, here we go. It's stolen by Barnes. Here's Vassell. Alvarado with a rebound. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. One of the skilled slow-down finishers. That's Harrison Barnes.
Oh, you've seen it out on the break, full speed, then suddenly that half-speed deceleration layup. That's a signature play from HB. The defense flies by, and he usually banks one in.
Knicks trail by 4. Right side, Brunson. Anunoby for 3. He drops it from range. Anunoby's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Every chance he gets, Anunoby will take this. He's an accurate outside shooter.
Inside, here's Olenek. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
It's stolen by Fox. Vassell passes to Fox. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity and a three-point play. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. Well, when you talk about De'Aaron Fox, what makes him such a lethal player, Richard?
Well, for starters, it's his combination of speed and shooting. Still one of the fastest players in this league. And the exciting thing about him, Fox is just now entering into the prime of his career.
Free throw's good for Fox.
One of the fastest guys in the league. For Fox, it's about using his blinding quickness to his advantage on both ends of the floor.
Here's Brunson outside. Rebound by San Antonio.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Olenek. Over Brunson. And Olenek the bucket on the assist by Fox. Olenek's got 6 here in the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Guys, back to you.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Now here's Brunson. 20 points for him last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
What a job he's done defensively, causing turnovers, just being a pain for the opposition.
Towns can't get it to go.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
It's good on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
New York has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Court 3, Brunson nails it.
You thought that first quarter was good? He's been even better in the second.
For San Antonio, they've gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Olenek, he's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Brunson with the finish inside.
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted. And that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
Robinson finds Anunoby. Here's the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Spurs lead
With 1 on the clock. That one no good. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Spurs out in front, up 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from the lead. They're measuring up the shot. So close. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Well, look here now at New York. They've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, in the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
Shifting gears back to that first half, De'Aaron Fox had it all working.
And what he did to those defenders, you know they're...
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
New York has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Josh Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown. New York trailing. New York working the ball around now. For the tie. And he takes it up and lays it in. Brunson's got 18.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Vassell outside. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Fox doesn't go there. Now he's 6 for 9. The Knicks shooting a fantastic 57% when you watch De'Aaron Fox. Is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
And the basket by Bridges. And it's a 4-point New York lead.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
And here's Vassell from the arc. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama, so comfortable inside.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts in the half.
Brunson against Fox. And that one's good for Brunson.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Knicks lead, 46.
Spurs trail by 4. Here's Fox. He's got 13. Launches it. Ooh, the triple falls for De'Aaron Fox.
I love what Fox has been able to do offensively. He's really dictating the pace of his game.
Tries it from the block, and Brunson finishes it off. Brunson's got 22 points.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
On the wing, Vassell. Castle on the wing. Anunoby covering. Castle misses. Knicks leading by 3. Towns, right side. Over Wembanyama. That's short off the rim. San Antonio's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Castle misses.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Here's Brunson. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. For the tie. Wemby showing off the range.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Hart passes to Brunson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
The perimeter game has failed him thus far. Hit 1 from range in the first half, but nothing since.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. The Knicks have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Towns. Whoa! Towns with the power.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. He's checked in for Anunoby. Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Let's use this break to have a look at the best defensive teams this season, according to the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. 5th on the list, the Knicks.
Where this team really makes an impact is on the defensive end. They're a unified front that doesn't make it easy at all to find open looks.
Castle against Bridges. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Robinson. Wembanyama powers it through inside.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
You know, Richard, one thing you notice about Victor Wembanyama, he is even-keeled.
Yeah, you don't see him yell. You don't see him criticize. He works on building that team chemistry. I respected players like that, the calm leadership type.
Three-pointer, Fox. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Robinson hits wide right, hits off the rim.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
So good at getting to the bucket. That time, Fox pulls the string and leaves the defense high and dry.
Hart passes to Bridges. This one for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the left wing. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Here's Brunson outside. Knocks down the triple. Brunson's got 9 points in the quarter.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
For San Antonio, they've gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Castle misses.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Towns, right side. Shoots over Barnes. Off target with a fadeaway. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. San Antonio on top, up by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for San Antonio, at the forward slots, it's Vassell and Barnes. Harper out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Cornette in at the center position.
Okay, HB, I see you still pack a punch. That's an impressive finish.
Here's Alvarado. Rebound by San Antonio.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Fox, aggressive.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Knicks trail by 6. Alvarado, the pass to Clarkson. The three-pointer off the mark.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's Alvarado, and he lays it up and in. Alvarado's got his first basket of the night.
An efficient facilitator, Clarkson gets the ball to the right guy.
Ooh, a good look from Fox. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. He was all alone on that one. Vassell's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. The Knicks have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And it's Clarkson missing. Spurs lead by 6. Here's Harper. Good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Anunoby. Fires the three. He buries it from 3. Anunoby's got 6 in the quarter.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
Timeout called Mitch Johnson. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Changes here for New York. Brunson comes in for Robinson, and it's Bridges in for Clarkson. San Antonio also making some changes. Wembanyama's checked in for Cornette. Champagnie comes in for Barnes, and Stephon Castle subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Here's Alvarado. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Harper. He's guarded by Bridges. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Knicks trail by 7. Here's Brunson. Nice shot from the wing. Brunson's got 11 in the second half.
And so effective from these in-between spots. Brunson doesn't need much room to feel comfortable.
Castle with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Oh, he powers through contact. Wembanyama, impressive.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Here's Bridges. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Cash from downtown.
Oh, important points from Anunoby, and his team needed that.
San Antonio leading by 4. And so it's Mitch Johnson here calling timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Fox is checked in for Harper.
San Antonio's substitution, number 4, De'Aaron Fox.
Fox against Brunson. Fox outside. Outside Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is in.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Josh Hart's checked in for New York. Fox against Brunson. Wembanyama there for the rebound. Spurs lead by 7. Shoots a 3. Money from 3.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
Anunoby against Vassell. Hard outside. Takes a 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Fox fires. Oh, it misses.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Fox against Brunson, and stolen by Bridges. Here's Anunoby. Now Hart. Towns. Oh, Cat up there to clean it up.
All-out effort from Towns, putting the team on his back, getting them the shot they need. And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Bridges! It's good from beyond the arc.
How clutch is that from Bridges coming through at a huge moment?
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
74. New York foul. OG Anunoby. First personal foul.
Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Throws it up. It's in.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Expect them to take their time to strip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn. And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Take a break. 2 seconds.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second.
These moments are big for Wembanyama's growth. He loves these situations.
And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Brunson. And the 3 misses. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
13.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Calm and cool, and his free throws put a bow on this one. Nice way to finish the game up.
Castle pulls it down.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one.
Greg, not many games remain in the season, and the posturing beginning for these teams as they jostle for postseason positioning.
Yeah, this is the time to give full effort and to really communicate. When the pressure rises, teams can either gel together or fall apart.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. And it's Champagnie in at the 4th. And San Antonio has possession after the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down. New York with the ball. We've been following their streak game after game, and right now it's up to 13 in a row.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor. Their depth has been apparent. This is a formidable team right now.
Now, here's Bridges. His last outing with 20 points. Here's Brunson. Vassell grabs the board.
You'd rather see him dunk that. Impose your will if you can.
Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris had started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Brunson against Fox. And that one's good. Brunson.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Here's Castle. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Wembanyama. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Brunson takes it off the glass. Brunson's got 7 points in the game. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Earlier I spoke with Mike Brown. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Fox following the score by New York. And that one's good, Champagnie.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Brunson, a three-pointer is right on target. He's got 10.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Fox, no good.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Here's Towns. Rebound, San Antonio. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
You know, their energy kicked in down the stretch, but too many mistakes overall. Just was not their night.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Robinson's checked in for New York. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Bridges. San Antonio also making some changes. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. And it's Harper in for Stephon Castle. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. 4-point game. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win. Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad. But there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Knicks.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
It's good. Brunson's got 12 points in the game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
The wide open look here for Fox. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Knicks leading by 3. right the pass to Robinson. Back to Hart. Lets the three fly. Connects from three-point range. Hart's got his second bucket tonight.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Johnson. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got 4 assists in the game. For New York, they've gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Here's Brunson. And it's Fox with the rebound. Spurs trail by 4. Down low. Barnes kicks to Johnson. Takes a 3. Knicks with the rebound. In this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their team meeting.
You know, despite the disparity in talent, these two teams played each other tough last year. Let's see how competitive they are this time around.
Jalen Brunson has been on display for the New York Knicks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
New York leading by 7. Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Then it's Jose Alvarado. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Diawara in at the 4 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. The shot's good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Kevin, back over to you.
Playing physical for sure. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Here's Castle. Here's Cornette. Boom, he jams it straight down.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. The Spurs with some changes. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Luke Cornett. And it's Vassell in for Johnson. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Outside Harper. Pass to Barnes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
Nice defense by Vassell.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
Here's Harper. Olynyk trying to break loose. And Harper slams it in.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. Harper against Brunson. Here's Clarkson. Brunson. Clarkson right side. Shoots over Vassell. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs trail by 5. Takes it inside. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Castle so good up and down the lane.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Harper with the steal. Castle on the wing. He's defended by Alvarado.
That is Kelly Olynyk using his size to his advantage right at the rim. Nice finish.
New York's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Harper against Brunson. Stolen by Brunson. Here's Clarkson. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Clarkson's got 5.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson has made some tough twos in his career, and he does so there.
And here's Vassell from the arc. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Lets it go from 14.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
To the paint, Castle finds Olynyk.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
18 feet out. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
Yeah, I remember you. Always doubted on the kid. What that tend to do? It turns on motivation. What they said to you. Hate mail all day. It's the price that you pay. In the Hall of Fame, can't get like this. It's gonna take patience. Work constant. Check up steady maintenance. You might lose homies. You might fake friends. Thought you get it in a year. It might take 10. The realest always comes to surface. Do you know your purpose?
A different look for New York. Robinson's checked in for Jose Alvarado. OG Anunoby comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Clarkson. Then for the Spurs, Wembanyama. He's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Johnson comes in for Castle. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Vassell outside. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Spurs.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
A different look now for San Antonio. Champagne's checked in, and Castle is subbed in for Johnson. And he makes both free throws.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back over to you, Kevin.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Champagne. His last outing, he had 8 points. A 3-ball. Robinson pulls it in. New York's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. A 7-foot shot. Towns, no luck.
I'll tell you, his shot has not been there, but I like the fight he's showing.
Stolen by Brunson. And here we go, the fast break. Brunson's got it. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Brunson. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Knicks out front, up 4. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
Get ready for your occupied arena entertainment.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. Right now, the New York Knicks are providing quite an entertaining and close game.
They're hitting their threes, but no guarantee that that continues. If I'm them, I'm coming out the second half with even more attack.
See, this is why you should be coaching, Jet. All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the standings are looking in the East.
You look at New York. Last week of the season, they want the playoffs to start, but they still got to take care of business.
Interesting time. You want to avoid injuries, but also not lose your momentum.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
The Knicks leading by 4. Getting underway now in the second half, and here's the 5 for Mitch Johnson. Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4-man position. Fox against Brunson. Goes up with the stripe, and he comes up with the deuce. Fox has got 7.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
Brunson, good. Brunson, no fear down low.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Here's Fox with plenty of space. And another basket for San Antonio.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
The shot's good from Brunson.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Wembanyama outside. A pass to Fox. There's the 3. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And he's checked in for Hart. While we have a moment, let's now take a look at the top shot blockers in the NBA. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
What an intimidator he is in the paint. I mean, he's shot to the top of that leaderboard, and nobody feels comfortable putting a shot up around him right now.
Brunson barreling in. Drops in the layup for 2. Brunson's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Fox, no good.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
And the outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Boy, excellent start to this second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
And stolen by Wembanyama for the tie. Fox, no good. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Shoots over Fox. Towns with the bucket. Towns has got 6 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Spurs trail by 5. Fox goes in. Vassell wide open. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Their 3-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Brunson against Fox. And it's Brunson missing. The Spurs have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Shot by Champagny, no good. New York is on a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. And Towns throws it down.
Boy, you can see the work Karl Anthony Towns put in on that handle. That was special.
Here's Fox, and it's San Antonio with another.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Clarkson passes to Bridges. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Spurs trail by 4. Fox inside the line. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Towns. He's putting up about 20 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
And he knocks down the first one.
Sometimes, guys, you need someone on your team who understands my job is to be aggressive, whether I have it going or whether I don't. And Jordan Clarkson is that guy.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for the Knicks. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Barnes, he's checked in for Vassell. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does.
Shot by Champagny, no good. The Knicks leading by 6. A 3, Bridges. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Wembanyama. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Wembanyama's got 8.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
3-pointer, Fox. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 6. Outside, Fox. Over to the wing. And that one, good. He's got 10.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Brunson goes in. Oh, the burst from Brunson.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
34 seconds left here in the third quarter. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
And here's Brunson outside. It's good from long range. Brunson's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Fox.
Oh, what a mid-air adjustment. You know, he had to alter his release point, but didn't let it throw off the shot.
He's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Knicks lead by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio, trailing by 5. Jose Alvarado is out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Towns. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Robinson in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's the 5 for New York right now. Anunoby in the corner. There's the triple. Hits it from three-point range. Anunoby's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And Fox gets it to go.
I tell you what, Fox shooting now in rhythm. Got to respect also his decision-making, really get a good feel for how the D is playing.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Pass to Cornette. Launches a 3. Nailed from three-point land.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, and when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Look for New York. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Jalen Brunson comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Bridges in for Jose Alvarado. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Thank you once again, Allie.
What we know about Jalen Brunson is this guy is not afraid to take it to the cup. He's ready to challenge defenders.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New York.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's paying off.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Now, Jalen Brunson approaches the point guard position as a scorer. And boy, this guy can light you up.
Outside, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Spurs trail by 3. Outside, Harper. Cornette kicks to Fox with the drive, and it's Fox with the jam.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
Here's Towns. And yes, it's good.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams, he's pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. San Antonio with the ball. It's a three-point game. Fox from outside gets the three-pointer to fall. Fox has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. He gets that one. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
The Spurs have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the fourth. A perfect 6 for 6. Wembanyama, a screen on Bridges. Here's Champagnie. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And New York making a change here. Hart's checked in. New York has gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Spurs have gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. Here is Vassell. Fox. Strong move off the glass.
And memo to the rest of the team, continue to get him the basketball. He's clearly delivering here in the fourth.
Josh Hart. And he does not hit. San Antonio's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. That one is good.
And accepting his role as a leader. Fox wants to come through for his guys in the big moments.
A three-pointer. Good.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, here's Bridges. There's the steal. Castle. Here's the drive.
Even in his rookie season, it's easy to see Castle's leadership.
New York trailing. Brunson with it, and it's Vassell picking him up. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Let's lose a 3. It's good.
Give him credit. Vassell has worked incredibly hard to become a guy that this team can count on to take big shots.
Brunson. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
You want the ball to find its way into Brunson's hands in these big-time moments. He relishes the opportunity.
Vassell. Missed on the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Brunson fires. Buries the deep ball.
One of the best clutch players in the entire league. Step up, Mr. Jalen Brunson.
San Antonio's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far.
When your big man is willing to go after those 50-50 boards, that is big time.
Jones.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared in terms of strategy here. Any thoughts?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
Here's Fox. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
There's no stopping that. Wembanyama with the forceful finish.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Brunson, the three goes down.
Jalen Brunson wants the ball in these moments, and there he shows you why. Big-time shot.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Outside Fox. Good.
And that's Fox saying, I'm the top dog here. You need a big basket, you come to me.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not on the penalty yet.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Bring both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Connecting at the charity stripe, so important. Now you are up 3.
Castle fires. Down it goes for 3.
And he's stroking it well, but he just hasn't shown the aggressiveness that they need out of him. Probably in front by more if he was taking these shots.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Al Hart. To win the game. It falls. But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may review it.
The previous play is
I thought he didn't get it off in time, but it was awfully tough to tell. What a moment this is, huh? They may go from winners to losers just like that.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And they're going to count it. After looking at the replay, they ruled that he got the shot off in time. GA, they won it on the buzzer beater.
You talk about winning it at the very last second. What a finish. Thankfully, the replay gets the officials off the hook on what would have been an awful call to miss.
So a close game sees New York take this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll do it, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.